Little cheddar's askew. Really made yourself at home, didn't you, Jeffords?
But do you, Kevin?
Yes.
And do you?
Yes, we do. We're married.
I remarked afterwards that I wish the efficient had been more efficient. It was very funny. Now, due to the sensitive subject matter, I think it makes sense to partner Peralta with...
Me? Because I'm the best at sex?
No, Hitchcock. In fact, you know what? This isn't your week. Why don't you take a few days off?
Sweet!
Sergeant Jeffords has suggested that it would improve morale if we started the meeting with some consensual non-work jabber.
I just said it might be nice if you checked in on the squad's personal lives every now and then.
Exactly, jabber.
I bet you feel real good about calling her dancing a hobby, huh?
Sarcasm. The cowards lie.
I can't let those innocent pups into that madhouse. Terry won't do you like that.
I understand. Just know, you have disappointed all three of us.
The best name I ever brought in was Narrow Shoes Sam because...
His shoes were narrow and his name was Sam. I get it.
Yeah, you get it.
Ooh, fun. Terry's playing the flute.
At work. Who are you? William Wonka? I can't wait to eat your food. Oh, it is revolting.
What's your story behind a PB&J?
I want a sandwich. I make a sandwich. I eat the sandwich. Before we, quote-unquote, bury Pimento, we need to, quote-unquote, open an investigation, find a, quote-unquote, corpse, and obtain a, quote-unquote, death certificate.
Kind of feel like you could have just used air quotes.
I could also wear short pants and drink from a jug that says XXX. Santiago, I'm on the phone.
Table break!
I'm so sorry, sir. I can come back later.
No, it's too late. The call is ruined. Goodbye, dear. What do you want? Never's not just a crater on Mars. Of course, it is a crater on Mars.
That's hilarious.
It's not meant to be funny, Boyle. It's meant to be devastating.
I heard you were out here. Really hate those jets, huh?
I'm not a child. I don't need a bubble bath.
You ever want to do business again, my door is always open.
Well, you should close it, lest you get moths. That's not all I dipsticked. Mr. Fit! Or shall I call you by your real name, Mr. Fib?
You and Scully are giving campaign speeches in the briefing room tomorrow.
What? Sir, permission to arrest Diaz for being a jerk.
Permission to shoot Santiago for being a coward.
Stop it, both of you. Now you've done it. You've made me turn my chair.
Just that you can be a bit judgmental.
What a stupid thing to say. Name one time when I've been judgmental.
Okay.
What a stupid thing to say. Oh, I see.
Ooh, I love cone duty.
Debbie Cannett.
Hi, quick shout out to the nurses at United Pediatric. This money will do those kids a lot of good.
Cry me a river, Brenda from Yonkers. We've all hit budget cuts. Just take your guess.
Is your new assistant?
John Erblin, nice to meet you.
And John Erblin has just been fired.
What?
I have?
Meet ya? You just abbreviated a one-syllable word.
Is this for real?
Yes. Now, clean out your desk. I removed the K so you'd understand how absurd you sound. The trident has 3 prongs, like my approach.
Not to interrupt, but Aquaman's trident has 5 prongs.
That's absurd. The prefix tri means 3. What this aquatic man carries is better termed a pentadent.
No, it's a trident. They call it that in the original theatrical release and the Snyder Cut, so you're 100% wrong and everyone's laughing at you.
Well, regardless, Operation Trident has 3 prongs. Prong 1, Boyle and Peralta.
Oh, nice. The most important prong.
Wrong. Prong 2, the center prong, is the most important prong on a trident. It's the longest and straightest and breaks the least often.
Are you just mad because I questioned you about the Aquaman thing?
Yes.
All right, I see you.
It was a good game, though, for a dumbass.
Okay, you're kind of overusing that one. Maybe switch it up a little bit.
On good note, you dick.
That landed good.
Well done. Now get me Madeline and a bucket of water. It's time to melt a witch.
Deputy Chief Wunsch is here to see you.
Oh, please stay, Diaz. I need a witness in case her head starts spinning around or she turns into a she-wolf.
Hello, Raymond.
No flaccid rejoinder. What's going on?
I'm here on important business. I'm a front runner for a job in the Boston PD.
Boston, but it's so close to Salem. You do know what they do to witches up there, don't you?
This is amazing.
It's 2/3 if you switch, 1/3 if you don't. The probability locks in when you make the choice. We've been over this 8 times.
7 times. Now you can't even do simple addition.
You're not Al.
You're looking for Al.
Of course we're looking for Al, you imbecile!
Hello, Raymond.
Madeline, I wondered why all the birds had suddenly stopped singing. What brings you here?
I heard you were under investigation by Internal Affairs. Didn't want to miss that.
So much time with your ear to the pavement. It's a pity a truck hasn't run over your head.
How do you like my new office? 20th floor.
Yes, I never thought I'd see you this high without a broom under you.
My lady left me.
My lady stayed.
Come on, sir. Focus on the good. You can hold your head up. You took the high road with Wunsch.
Not entirely. When I was alone in her office, I changed her autocorrect. Now when she types "wunch," it gets replaced with "bud."
Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant we have to fight her.
We're not gonna fight her. She's the devil. And you don't dance with the devil because you get burned. Also, because in Madeline's case, she has no rhythm, and her hands are like little rat claws.
Because you tried to get me thrown off the force.
Yeah, because you shot me.
I shot you because you were in the wrong position. You weren't following orders.
What about the time you destroyed my personnel file while I was undercover?
What if there'd been a mole?
You were trying to make me disappear.
You embarrassed me in front of Derek Jeter.
You embarrassed yourself in front of Derek Jeter. But there won't be any wine where you're headed, George, unless you make it in a toilet wine.
Go ahead and gloat, you toad.
Thank you for this honor, Deputy Chief.
Oh. Okay. You're welcome.
Lunch time is over. Boom, did it! Had it both ways. No regrets.
You can't leave us.
I'm not going anywhere. Madeline's not some invincible succubus. She's a regular succubus.
But we will soon.
Is that a promise? Or just another lollipop that no one's ever gonna lick? Microsoft Word is not a special skill, Marcy Lux from South Orange. Come in, Diaz.
How'd you know it was me?
The restrained knock. Everyone else in his office plays my door like it's a marimba. The other day, Jeffords gave it 3 taps and 2 raps.
Was he drunk?
One can only assume. And this beautiful handcrafted card of a turkey wearing a top hat.
It's a pilgrim's hat.
Where's the buckle, Santiago?
I, of course, am exotic silk, whereas you, sir, are snake skin. So you can keep your box of deception and leave me alone.
It's a box of shapes, and it contains only the truth. If she asks me, then yes, I suppose I will have to blow your spot right up. Lunch.
Hello, Raymond. You're looking old and sickly.
So nice of you to greet us, Madeline. I thought surely you'd still be crushed under that house in Munchkinland.
Sticks and stones, Raymond.
Describing your breakfast? Do you want a president who struggled against all odds to create this great organization, or do you want a great nothing who struggled against nothing odds to create nothing? I'm sorry, have I not been bursting into song enough for you lately? Would you like me to click my heels together or skip like a school child?
Yes, to all of that.
Hello, Deputy Chief Wunch. You've aged. Coat, jacket, coat. Is this a police precinct or a Turkish bazaar?
I have to admit, I'm impressed.
Sorry to disappoint you, Madeline. I know you'd hoped we failed.
Oh, no, I couldn't be happier.
Wait, why would you say that? And why aren't you clenching your little rat hands in anger?
Needless to say, I'm thoroughly underwhelmed.
From your expression, I would have guessed constipated or chilly.
No photos of lunch.
That's because vampires don't appear on film. Perhaps we should be looking for a 17th century woodblock print.
But this is clearly Zumasky, and that's a good thing. You can finally say goodbye to your nemesis.
Thanks, Sergeant. That's a nice thought for an idiot to have.
Terrier is intelligent and inquisitive with a bold personality.
A bold personality. We know what that's code for. She's a bitch.
So, here's how I see this going down. You plead for your job back, I refuse, you start weeping like a war widow. Does that sound about right?
Don't count your gross fish babies before they've hatched, Madeline. You could have had a chopper, Raymond. Why don't you take advantage? Just a minute, my cauldron's boiling over. Are you playing the Muffin Man or the Garbage Man? Huh? Do you know the Garbage Man? Because I do, because I'm looking right at him again. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Pardon me. I put a recording device in this dope drive, so I got your whole conversation.
You're going to leave my precinct and my task force alone, or else you're lunch meat.
You sure you want to go with that one?
Absolutely, it's hilarious.
They're not allowed to do that. It's against the rules.
It's also against the rules to let a pile of worms wear a uniform, and yet here you stand.
Cagney and Lacey's recorder concerts in an hour, and I promise
No one leaves until the culprit is brought to justice.
But they're playing Uptown Funk.
I wouldn't care if they were playing actual music. You're a terrible father.
What?
You've been asleep at the wheel, man. What have you done to cultivate his incredible mind?
I read to him every night.
Shakespeare, Tolstoy?
No, nothing that advanced.
Dear God, so you're reading him Dickens? Betraying the FBI is one thing, but sarcasm, Bob? Wow. Yes, congratulations on moving on to the second round, said I, sarcastically.
I'm the right director to bring your vision of Maxwell Blaze to life.
What does that even mean?
It means you blew it. Walk away, Jeffords. Walk away.
You were behind all this? You played me.
Like France Bluheim plays the flute. And while you celebrated, McCreary put my watch back in my pocket. The watch never left my person. Dun, dun, dun.
I can see that you're enjoying this.
You know what, Terry? You're kind of making this a nightmare. Maybe you just shouldn't participate.
So this really isn't about helping out Sergeant Jeffords? Well, I guess I'm out.
No, come on. Of course, I'm 100% in support of Terry. In fact, I'm gonna team up with him.
Let's do this. You are so easily manipulated. Now you're stuck with Sergeant Dum-Dum. Hey, I hate to think of all the great cartoons humanity missed out on because Einstein was just too busy reinventing physics.
Okay, I'll cancel the class.
I mean, who needs relativity when we could have had Einstein's take on lasagna-eating cats?
I said I'd cancel.
Did he hate Mondays? We'll never know.
Okay, I'm going.
Captain Wunsch, good to see you. But if you're here, who's guarding Hades?
Kelly won't tell me anything. He won't even meet with me.
Perhaps you can sneak in disguised as an old leather chair. And what do you hope to get out of this, Madeline? Let me guess. Revenge on Dorothy for killing your sister.
All you have to do is say a few nice comments during the memorial.
As God said, when once tried to sneak past the gates into heaven, it ain't happening, honey. I was voted least friendly in high school, and here I am, a police captain. Do you know what Mr. Popularity Vincent Mondale is doing these days? He's a sociologist, for God's sake. Sociologist, Terry. No problem at all. This is important. Also, Kevin's friend Margot's here, and she's a real Class A drip. Sleep, sleep, you ugly morons. FM radio.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to hear anything once I've crushed you into a fine powder.
A fine powder that will choke you until you die. Oops. I could torpedo her promotion. Just saying it brims my soul with joy. But to do so would mean that she stays here in New York City, hanging over me like an albino bat. On the other hand, if I praise Wunsch, she will leave the city, the clouds will part, and the children will sing Wunsch is gone.
What children?
All the children.
Right, that was a stupid question.
What does that human blister want now? Does she intend to demote me even further? Or perhaps she'll transfer me to the swamps of New Jersey so I can patrol the sinkhole where she was spawned.
My only question is, Holt, are you sure your old-ass eyes are up to the challenge?
I know you're just trying to motivate me, but these old-ass eyes will be reading your tombstone, son.
Oh, Raymond, of course you have beaten me to the gym. You live life right. It's amazing.
Work out your legs, Jeffrey, not your mouth.
What is happening right now?
The last sands are running through the hourglass. Because your time is running out, and you are never going to get the plaque. The email contains a link to a video. I'm going to play it. Brace yourselves. If it shows Madeline, be sure not to look directly into her eyes.
Because we'll turn to stone?
No, because her eyes are ugly.
Hello, Raymond. Surprised to see me?
Well, I didn't say Bloody Mary 3 times, so yes.
When did she record this?
Judging by the flames around her, it could be a live stream.
Very good, Rosa. I will never trust Madeline Wunsch. She's a venomous snake waiting to strike, and you know what we do to snakes.
Chop their heads off, remove the skin, turn them into boots.
Don't be absurd. Who would want troll skin boots?
You just said she was a snake.
The devil comes in many forms. Cheddar, you duplicitous bitch.
It's not like I was the only one who thought it was fake.
And the Oscar goes to Rent. I bet it was the van driver.
You mean the woman who was thrown violently from the vehicle and just barely survived?
Yeah, I'm sure she was very badly injured.
Sorry if my voice is raspy. They just took the breathing tube out.
But they left the BS in? Good God.
I have a few more questions for you, Doctor.
Doctor, huh? It's funny when people call dentists doctor.
We are doctors. We do 4 years of medical school.
That was called dental school.
But we learn about the entire body.
Yeah, but if you had cancer, you can call it dentist.
You know it's actually harder to get into dental school than medical school.
Well, because there are fewer dental schools. Because most people want to become actual doctors.
That's ridiculous. It's not like we're college professors calling ourselves doctors.
It's not the same thing, my friend.
Well, sure it is. When someone has a heart attack on a plane, do they yell out, yo, does anybody here have an art history PhD?
A PhD is a doctorate. It's literally describing a doctor.
Maybe let's refocus.
No, the problem here is that medical practitioners have co-opted the word doctor.
Okay, Captain.
Now, I know we live in a world where anything can mean anything, and nobody even cares about etymology. Apparently, that's a trigger for me.
Yeah.
Much like Sisyphus, condemned to push the same boulder up the same hill day in and day out.
You know, according to French philosopher Albert Camus, Sisyphus achieved happiness in that absurd repetition.
Any French philosophy post-Rousseau is essentially a magazine. You rube.
I just want to introduce you to our new assistant manager, Larry Sherbert.
Son of a bitch. Care to sit? I'm sure you'd like to take some weight off your cloven hooves.
Calling me the devil? How original, Raymond.
Actually, I was calling you a goat. you goat. For a moment there, I almost forgot who the real villain was. The woman who recently died. Probability doesn't kick in. Do I have to teach you college-level statistics?
I don't know. Do I have to teach you high school statistics?
Do I have to teach you 8th grade statistics?
Do I have to teach you 7th grade statistics?
Do I have to teach you... Now, if you'll excuse me, detectives, I need to leave him a snide voicemail about kindergarten statistics. Why'd you stop playing, garbage man?
I need some water.
What you need to do is keep practicing, garbage man.
I don't have any more saliva.
And I don't have any more time for your excuses, garbage man. Now play.
Why would Wunsch fake her own death?
The same reason she visits Mexico once a year and sucks the blood from all the goats. For kicks. Well, I, for one, think you're perfect for each other.
Feel like there's gonna be more.
Because you're both losers.
There it is.
None of you stand a chance against me. No courage, no patience, no brains, and, of course, a bald old man.
I'm younger than you.
No, come back for the bald thing, I see. Son of a bitch!
Okay, I misjudged that one.
Oh, what did he do to you, Gertie? What did he do?
It was an accident, sir.
Yes, an accident. The buffoon's apology. This is your fault, mister.
Interesting. Charles, do you feel that's the case?
Your car is pretty far over the line. So, it's kind of your fault, too.
Pass the blame. The buffoonery is endless. Wunsch is dead! Bagel! Bagel! Bagel!
Sir, I am loving this color on you, but don't you think you should tone it down?
Why, in case I run into a family? I'm not planning any trips to the Bronx Zoo. How many cummerbunds are you holding right now? 0. It's 1 bun to none, son. As Wunsch says when she sees deodorant, I'm not buying it. What is this? Why are we meeting in the bathroom?
Super cool meeting spot.
Don't. The night shift stinks. Stinks like a butt.
What do you think these dinosaurs are talking about? Where to find Matlock reruns?
Be professional, Gina. Like the home care nurses who will tuck them into bed tonight.
Okay, everyone. I have some news.
The Madeline Wunsch is a Korean toilet ghost? Boring. We already knew that.
We're getting off track here.
No, we're not, dog. Peralta's just trying to play the sympathy card so we all go easy on him. I'd rather send you back to prison than see you win. I don't want to hear you bad-mouthing my replacement around the office. Do it surreptitiously. Watch this. I hear the new captain's a pill popper.
They're on their way up.
Everyone hide your pills. Say to the dealer.
Well, this has been fun.
But I'm sick of playing with whittle babies.
Is there a table for people who wear big boy pants?
You have a boyish face and a big goofy grin. It's like being yelled at by a children's cereal mascot. Oh, goody gumdrops. Ooh, mama.
Is everything okay over here?
Yes, couldn't be better. Because I destroyed you both.
What the hell? I thought you said this wasn't about winning.
I did say that, so you would go slower and I would win, which is what happened.
You're just as competitive as we are.
Absurd. I'm more competitive. Now, who's the bomb? Now I know why you refer to this as a suicide squad, Peralta, because I already want to kill myself.
Why don't you wait a week? You'll probably die of old age.
The only way I'm gonna die is if you touch me with one of your bony fingers and drag me across the river Styx, you reaper.
I've come to ask for your help. The commissioner will be calling you.
Oh, moment savored. So, where were we?
Well, thank you, Raymond. I just happened to be in the neighborhood that I check on your progress.
We have a solid lead. Suspicious online behavior from someone using you.
Oh, clam it, Kevin.
Clam it.
And he's not a doctor, he's a pharmacist. Although that might appeal to Anne. Pop, pop.
Did we take too much cold medicine?
Not by a long shot. Balthazar is a thirsty bitch.
I don't know where Garibaldi is, all right? It's not like we were close. I was just his trainer at the gym.
Then why were you always going out to dinner with him? Was he doing reps of linguine?
Nice.
The only thing you won last heist was a lifetime of mediocre heterosexual intercourse with Jake.
This fanboy stuff is a little much.
The only thing that's a little much around here are your scrawled-on eyebrows. Yeesh. How dare you disobey me?
Come on, sir. It was a good tip, and we're trying to catch a serial killer.
Well, then, let's see this tip, this groundbreaking tip that threatens to blow the case wide open.
Okay, I know this tone. Here comes Petty Holt.
Nah, bitch, I'm not being petty.
You just said, nah, bitch.
Show me the tip. I don't know why you're telling me. I'm not involved. You made that very clear. Where is my dog?
Aren't you standing right next to him?
This bitch? Please.
Motorcycles are death machines. I have 3 kids. I'm not risking it.
Are you saying my life matters less because I don't conform to society's heteronormative, child-centric ideals?
Are you really playing the gay card right now?
Yes, Queen. You would take the loser's side, Jeffords, you bitch. Trash talk.
Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna go.
I got her A parting gift.
Tickets to Wicked?
In Boston. She's moving to a second-class city, and I wanted to rub her nose in it. Enjoy the understudies, Madeline. Have fun watching some chubby Chenoweth knockoff warble her way through popular.
I'm taking my time and reading deliberately, and you know what they say. Slow and steady wins the race.
Classic reg reader bullcrap.
Yeah, what are you gonna say next? That you read to relax? There's no proof the giggle pig is a serious problem.
So we're just supposed to wait until it turns into an epidemic. You're like the League of Nations in 36, just hoping the Abyssinian crisis resolves itself.
That's the lesson you draw from the fall of Addis Ababa? Raymond, you sound so naive.
And you sound just like Victor Emmanuel III.
I have no idea who's winning.
I am.